Y'all, you know I go off. Y'all know I go off sometimes. I get upset, and I was fired up when Lincoln University, in a historically black college in Missouri, came to light because of the news of Sister Sarah dying by suicide. And this is after she had repeatedly complained about bullying from the president. The president happens to be a white man, the former athletic director at Lincoln University. And I went off because I never thought that there were white presidents at historically black colleges and universities, nor did I think they should be. But y'all, sometimes I'd be going off and I'd be wrong, or at least uninformed. I'm just gonna let you know, I'm always willing to admit when I learn, because when I learn, y'all gonna learn. And a lot of times y'all teach me in my comments and stuff. I'm always willing to learn, because that's what I believe I'm placed on this earth for. So let me tell you what I learned. The majority of HBCUs, the majority, all the Howards, the Morehouses, the Spelmans, the Claflins, Fisk, the majority of HBCUs were founded and funded and led by white people and white organizations. I did not know, okay? Lincoln University specifically, we're talking about them now, was founded in 1866 and did not have its first black president till 1880. So there is a long tradition. I mean, it ended for the most part a long time ago, don't get me wrong, but not that long ago. I mean, we had a lot of schools that had white presidents in the 60s and 70s, okay? Well, 60s mainly. But it's a long tradition of there being white presidents. And why is this? It really, I'm upset with myself for not knowing, not figuring this out. It's a racist country. It's a country that was started in the ideals of white supremacy, right? So, of course, these colleges were started because white people wanted to prepare these inferior black beings to work trades so they could serve civilization, serve them better. They wanted to get us some skills. And of course, we were seen as inferior. We were not seen intelligent enough to be educated with white students. We were not even permitted to apply or attend white universities. So they created these universities to train us in trades, industrial trades mainly. Later on, teachers, because they didn't want white women having to teach our kids either. Nurses later on, because they didn't, of course, want to be touching us and dealing with us. So, but before that, really trades. So they started these schools. They're the ones who could get the money. They had access to money, which absolutely makes sense. But of course, they wouldn't trust that we could handle it. But of course, these schools were created because they very much wanted us to be separate, absolutely not equal. They weren't trying to create equal institutions, but putting us in a position to continue to serve them in this country, although we were seen as lesser and not quite human beings, right? Who knew? But I do have to say, what I love about black people is that even when a lot of stuff, most things are seated in white supremacy, we somehow, you put it in our soil, we put some of our special fertilizer and stuff in there. I don't know, it's like somehow we change things and we still create and something beautiful grows, because HBCUs, for the most part now, are these beautiful, safe spaces where Black children get to get their self-esteem and realize how incredible they are and what's possible for them. And now they're the ones who are the greatest producers of all professional jobs, not trades, but professional. Not that there's not room for that, because Lord knows, okay? But professional jobs, like how we switch that thing around, because the white institutions and people became disinterested in continuing on with running our schools when the Depression hit. They didn't have the money. They weren't going to sacrifice and do that. So that's when you started seeing a drop in white presidents and professors at our schools. So yeah, that's it. I learned it. I want y'all to know it. Isn't that interesting? We then need to continue with the conversation to talk about how we are still, sometimes some things I see, we got to have a conversation. We're still steeped, even at our HBCUs, in this white supremacist ideology of making us suitable just to function at a low stage in the white world. But that's for a whole nother video. But let me know what y'all think. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Or y'all just blown as me? Or, okay, y'all don't call me stupid, but you can't tell. I was uninformed. Let me know what you think.